It was weird. Epcot was weird. Greetings, my name's Ben.
And I'm Ediz.
And today we're going to be speaking about our time at Epcot.
This is Epcot Center.
Let's talk about expectations first. What did you know about Epcot?
Literally nothing.
Me too. Literally nothing. Lie. I used to read
a
all
lie.
about it. Okay, so I knew quite a lot.
What we took from Epcot was that you just go to just drink. So we thought we'd pop a bottle.
To Epcot!
Hey!
We didn't have champagne glasses, so these wine glasses will have to do. Shakes.
It's getting cray.
So let's do what they do in Epcot and just get drunk, apparently.
Yeah,
Cheers.
dude.
The heart of everything we'll be doing in Disney World will be our experimental prototype city of tomorrow. We call it Epcot.
Last time I went, we didn't go to Epcot, so I had no expectations of what to expect this time. But I thought it was just another theme park, like with rides.
Right. It's an experience, I think.
And like we got to the park and we still didn't really get it.
That's the main thing. We were walking around and we're just going, I don't get it. So the park is split into two like main parts. Like whereas like say Magic Kingdom, you've got like Fantasyland, Adventureland, like loads of different places. Same with Animal Kingdom. But Epcot is just split into two worlds. You've got Future World and World Showcase. So Future World is like as you come in, the big golf ball.
Is it a golf ball?
I always used to think it was a golf ball. Turns out it's Spaceship Earth. So there's actually a ride inside there.
You knew that though.
I knew there was something in there. I didn't necessarily know exactly what it was.
Is the design meant to be a golf ball?
No, I think it's just meant to look like some future
thing.
They always call it like a certain word. The book's behind me. Spaceship Earth is the symbol for Epcot, assembled like a jigsaw puzzle. It is the world's largest geodesic sphere. So as you walk in, you see the geodesic sphere, aka Spaceship Earth. What did you think of the actual ride?
I think it's a bit of a waste. Okay, so it's like the point of the ride is that you just move around in like a vehicle, in like a cube basically, and it goes through the stages of the world. Dame Judi Dench appears.
Jane Doody
Jane Judi
Doody! Jane Doody Jench.
One more time, let's go. Pow! Yeah, I'm G to the D. Pow! If you don't know about me,
Pow!
better answer me quickly.
Pow!
Yeah, I'm Pow. Do you know?
Pow!
Yeah, that was cool. We were going around and then we're like,
Oh, go on, Dame.
it's our dame.
Make some noise for Julie Dench.
Yeah, I just think it's a massive waste of space.
It was kind of cool. I feel like I learned something. I definitely learned something. What did I learn?
Oh, it looks about the books.
You looked about the books. You've had 2 sips of that champagne, my friend. Do you know what it was? I was enjoying it, and then I was learning. I was looking at the animatronics, and you could sort of feel yourself going round. And to be fair, they fit a lot of ride into that area. When you get to the top and you see space, that's like meant to be the big climax, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I got there and I was like, wow. I was thinking, is something going to happen? Oh no, but that was just
the end.
Yeah, that was the end, and then you just go back.
It's the main attraction, and I think it's not very main attraction-y.
It's just kind of old and dated, like you said. So that was one of our first impressions of the park. It's going well, isn't it?
But a few rides actually at this park, they have like these weird. You come out and then there's like games to play and like the floor game. Remember that floor game we played.
So when we came out of Spaceship Earth, it felt a little bit like in Men in Black when they go to that area and like Michael Jackson appears on the screen and stuff.
Yeah.
It felt a little bit like that kind of environment, like a space airport
Futuristic.
type thing. Yeah.
What about that position you promised me in Men in Black?
You're breaking up.
Zed?
Can't hear you.
Hello?
I'll call you back.
I can be Agent M.
It was cool, but you know when you're at a theme park and you think, do I want to spend all my time playing a little game on like a little computer when I can do that at home kind of thing?
That park's for adults. Like they can like leave their kids to do like the little like gamey things.
While they're getting
Or
drunk.
they're getting wasted.
Let's just keep talking about the
All
whole
rights.
of Future World.
Welcome to Test Track. Test Track. Test Track. Test Track. Test. This is Test Track.
Speed track was good.
No, that was
Really
fun.
good. Actually,
Yeah.
was really good.
Riding test track leads to a decidedly prominent increase in endorphin manufacture in the basal ganglia.
So,
That's actually on one of my top rides, I think.
I think one thing that Future World especially and Epcot are doing is it's not just about the ride, it's about your interaction with the ride. Your mum's phoning.
Hello.
You okay?
Yeah, I was just checking to see if you're still at Ben's or if you're on your way home or...
Right, I'm still at Ben's.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Bye,
Okay,
love
bye.
you.
Love you. Love you. Bye-bye.
So anyway, so I think what Epcot are trying to do is instead of just having a ride, it's like you interact with the ride. So say with Spaceship Earth, it took a picture on there, and then afterwards you like edit your picture and stuff, and you do other things, interactive things. With Test Track, what they do really good is you make your own car.
And then that car is what you race with, basically. And you race... I didn't get it until, like, the end of the ride, basically.
Same to be honest.
You race... So you're all in the same car, but your car is, like, put to the test.
So like what you're in will go like really fast and then like brake or like do some swerves.
Yeah, it's like test what the car can do, like the speed of it.
So obviously, and everyone in your car, there's how many, 6 people in the car maybe? And then at the end of each test, it comes up like on the
Who won
screen
that kind of...
which car did the best in those circumstances. So yeah, it was actually a fun ride, wasn't it?
And it was fast, because you go outside,
yeah, that was actually really cool.
and it's fast.
Yeah. It was also broken down for most of the day. So I don't know if that's a regular thing that it's all broken down all the time. We kept checking the app to find out when it was open again. So then as soon as it opened, we were like, that was us running.
Yeah, I got it.
So Test Track was cool actually.
Really cool.
So that was one of the first rides we were like, okay, we were starting to get what Epcot was.
In other words, test track rocks!
So there's one more sort of ride in this area of Future World, was the spaceship one.
This one, it was sick.
Mission Space, I think it's called.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I had, again, like zero expectations.
expectations.
I didn't know what it was. There was like 2 paths you could go on, like the green path or the red path. So one green one was
One was more like intense,
chilled,
right?
and one was more intense. So we decided, obviously, to go for the more intense one. And it was cool. Basically, long story short, it makes you feel like you're an astronaut going to space. It's like a simulator, I guess. It was different to anything else we did.
Yeah.
And like, so you were in groups of 4. So we were with like some random kid and her dad. And each of us got assigned like a different role. Do you remember?
Mate, I forgot how good that was.
So like, I think the little kid was like the pilot maybe.
Yeah.
One of us was the engineer. And they took you like your actual astronauts, which I found exciting.
When you get into the ride, it's like really like close, like I guess how you would be in a spaceship. So it's like the screen's like here, and you have like all these fancy buttons.
And the
you can,
screen's
like, play
tiny,
with.
yo.
The screen's like this big, and you're like sat on an angle as if you're like shooting up to the space.
Yeah,
And
and
you're
you've
all
got
sat in
like
a row.
different buttons and like levers and stuff, and
Yeah.
and then the door shuts and they talk to you like, okay, astronauts, time to go to space, whatever they say.
And when you do the ride, the takeoff, how they do that?
It feels legit. It feels like going to
'cause
space.
you feel that GForce in your face, right?
Mhm. Yeah, you're literally like.
Yeah, and my face is like. The GForce is real. The GForce is real.
It's like some slogan for something, I don't know what. Did you ever see that movie GForce about a bunch of guinea pigs that were like super spies or something?
No, sounds horrendous.
It was. Don't see it. It's like made by Disney.
We're official agents of the FBI.
Holla!
It's not good.
That ride was cool as well because so when they're talking to you through like the journey, she's like, "Engineer, we need you to press this button to accelerate the something."
Yep.
Those exact words, and then you get to like press the button.
Yeah.
You feel like you're actually doing it.
But you have lots of buttons and like knobs and
Yeah.
things to play with. Whoa.
Who says knobs? I've never heard you say that word before in my life. Oh, please keep that in.
So around you, there's lots of like. Oh my god.
Just leave it. I like knobs.
I knew it. I knew it.
Take 3.
So they were telling you like when to like press the buttons and stuff like that. But I was sat there the whole time wanting just to pretend like I was actually an astronaut. And like just be pretending to like be doing my little mission stuff. But I was scared that if I pressed it,
Might ruin the ride.
it might ruin the ride.
It might ruin the ride.
And I didn't want to do that. There was a kid next to me, and I thought, what if I press something and I was allowed to? And they're like, mission abort. Yeah. And then we don't get to experience the G unit.
That band.
G-Unit!
G-Unit!
It is, right?
Yeah, it's like 50 Cent in that.
Yeah, I told you. It's good. It's a good ride. I recommend it. Go on it. I don't know what the other one's like because we went on the intense one.
Yeah.
And it was good.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
The kid enjoyed it. Dad enjoyed it. We enjoyed it.
Whole family.
Success.
So that half of it, that half of the park was all sort of space and that orientated. The other side of it, there was the area called the land, and so inside that was soaring and living off the land.
What's soaring?
Soaring was the one where you're sat in it, and
good.
then you went.
I forgot about that one. You're like in a swing, and it's a bit similar to Pandora in the sense of like it's a big screen. You kind of move with the.
Yeah, but it's cool. It's basically you're seeing all different sort of amazing
parts of the world.
Yeah,
soaring. I thought you were saying saurine,
like the bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, soaring was cool. I said soaring.
Soaring was alright.
Yeah, it was like
again unexpected, didn't it?
Flying, there's not
if we're trying.
Strength to believe we're breaking free.
Soaring, soaring. The other bit was called Living Off the Land.
We just said living with prayer. Don't sing it.
I opened my mouth and I thought, well, that's a big thing.
That's a big thing. Let me just warm up for you there. Soaring, great.
We moved on already.
Oh, no we didn't.
Sorry, go.
What ride?
I was saying Living Off the Land.
Oh yeah, Living Off the Land. Carry on.
So Living Off Land was the one you're in. And obviously another car, and you're basically going around and it tells you about farming practices of different sort of places, and then it just takes you around like a lab of.
But that stuff
plants.
was real, right?
Yeah, and so they were actually growing stuff for all the restaurants at the Disney parks.
Crazy. It was. Okay, this sounds stupid, but I thought it was like fake.
Fake vegetables.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
The whole thing's a bit weird.
I think with a few of the rides in this area, it was a little bit like. Cool, but why?
Because I thought that. So the whole point was that the whole park is obviously futuristic, and so I thought that they were showing us what the future's going to be.
No, I think it was showing us this way, like the cutting edge technology of growing.
So that's
vegetables.
how they're making their fruit and vegetables.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
Pretty interesting. Would you go on it again?
I think I'd appreciate it more if I went on it again because I kind of did the whole thing like, oh, this is just fake stuff.
Oh. There was lots to look at, wasn't there? Like, look, an avocado.
And then I got off and Ben was like, peas. That was like a real fruit and vegetables, I didn't realise.
It blew your mind.
My mood.
I think that's my favourite thing you've ever done in your life. I'm pleased I went on the ride. For you?
Educational.
Educational. And that's why you're going on holiday.
Next one.
So there was one more in that area, which was an area. So that was the land, and then the other part of that area was called the seas, and that's where the Finding Nemo ride was. If you've watched one of our videos, you'll know that we've been to Disneyland Paris quite a few times, and at Disneyland Paris, there is potentially the best rides
I've ever been on,
which is Crush's Coaster.
It's because
it's so good. It's so good,
and it's different each time because you sit at a different place and crush.
Yeah, and you turn. So we'll talk about that another time, I'm sure.
Probably.
So we know how good a Finding Nemo ride can be. This ride, it was almost like they were like, "Oh, let's just put a Finding Nemo ride in there." Oh, but what's it going to be? It doesn't matter if it's got Finding Nemo on the title. People want to go to it.
And we did.
And we did, and we did not like it.
It was sucked, bro. We're being like brutally honest. Like we still enjoyed it, but
it was fine. It was
compared to
fine.
what we just spoke about.
Say, I would compare it to the Little Mermaid at Magic Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Little Mermaid has like animatronics and like characters that are actually there and moving around. So you feel like you're actually witnessing some cool things that they've made.
Something that you can't see in your house.
Yes, that's the main point. You can't see those things in your house. This ride was literally like You're sat in like a haunted mansion type thing.
What was it? Do you remember what it was?
What do you mean?
Weird.
Like the shape of it?
Yeah. Like
something underwhelming.
Little...
And you're just on a conveyor belt, literally going past screens, showing you. It might as well have just been clips from the film.
It was practically, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm guessing they might have animated like special things for it.
There's a
and
song.
I think there was like songs.
So at the end of that ride, it then links to like an aquarium.
Oh no, but there was something cool about that. So then you're looking into, so instead of screens, then you're looking at an aquarium, and they like projected them to look like they were actually swimming in the aquarium. So that was actually quite cool.
Finding Nemo, okay, and this is just fish in general. It's like, oh, fishes, clownfish, save them from the tanks. Let's not put them in the tanks. They're all trying to get out the tanks. They want to be set free.
They want to be in the ocean.
Yeah, they want to be in the ocean. And it's like, hey, after that ride, let's go into a fish tank aquarium place and let's look at the little clownfish stuck in a little box. It's so backwards.
It was
and
weird.
It's like little kids like, Mommy, look at the clown. Like it's
literally
like,
being Darla going
it's
like,
weird.
Wake up!
Because we saw kids like, look at the clownfish. That's so offensive. Like,
It's not offensive. It's offensive to the fish.
Yeah, bro.
Hello? Hello? Can you help me?
Me help you?
Yeah.
The whole point of that film is like, there's a big villain, they put him in a tank, and it's like, hello, it's what we're doing. The exact same thing.
Yeah. There was some cool fish though. And there was some fish that I was like, wow, look at this fish. So that was cool.
No.
There was some cool fish there.
There was some cool fish. Catch a falling star, put it in your pot.
Okay, so there's one more bit we did in this first area before we went into the world. And it's something that I'd heard about and I'd seen about, and I told you that it was something I definitely wanted to do.
Oh my gosh. This isn't even a dramatic reaction.
No. Journey into the imagination with Figment.
What is that about?
Who are you? And where are we?
Why, this is Fagonia, home of Figment of the Imagination. That's me.
So I'd seen Figment on a lot of merchandise and stuff. I knew that he was a thing. People liked Figment the Dragon.
Is it Disney?
Yeah. So it was a dragon created specially for a ride. It was for a different ride, and everyone loved it. It was cool.
Journey into Imagination has Dreamfinder and his impish friend Figment, whisking you through words, sounds, colors, and facts that lead you to new ideas and thoughts.
They then redid the whole ride as Journey into Your Imagination with Figment, so completely changed it, and I think people weren't that happy. They shouldn't have been happy. It was weird.
It was rubbish.
It was rubbish. I was waiting for something to happen the whole time.
At first it started and I thought, this is going to be cool because it was like doing like weird mind tricky things.
There was a few cool things, like there was a cage.
Yeah, but it was like a...
Okay.
Go on.
There was like a cage like with a bird or something, or a butterfly, something, and then you saw it, and as you went past, it disappeared. That was cool.
But that's what I'm saying, they could have done more things like that.
You can go anywhere you can imagine on a journey into your imagination with a friend named Figment.
I don't fully know what it was.
We came off and we were just like...
What was that?
It was, and there was a point where it's like, oh, it's upside down, and then like the whole...
Yeah, the climax of the whole thing was like, we've gone into your imagination, now let's go into the world of imagination, anything can happen, or Figment's imagination, something like that. And so I was ready for some craziness, like what's going to happen? They put some chairs on the ceiling.
Oh.
Can't sit on them, can you?
Not very practical.
Very practical, is it?
It was like...
To be
I
fair,
was thinking like, is that it?
I don't think I have an imagination.
I think I literally had no clue about this ride, and I knew it wasn't a crazy ride because there was a tiny baby. Do you remember this baby?
There was like, I think it was born like in the queue. It was tiny. And yeah, so and when we were like, is that baby getting allowed long? Okay.
Yeah, allowed long.
Allowed long?
So I knew it wasn't like a roller coaster ride, but then when it was just nothing.
And what was a shame is most of the other rides in that whole area, apart from Spaceship Earth maybe, I didn't really know anything about, but Figment I knew about. And so when I saw it, I was like, oh, we're definitely going to do that. That is a must-do ride.
It was the worst thing there.
Oh.
Magic that lets you go anywhere, anytime.
Thanks. We have to go home.
Time to journey into the world. So that was our day at Future World in Epcot. If you want to see what we got up to at the World Showcase, then click on part 2 of our video. But before you do, it's time to find out.
What was your best ride at Epcot?
So the ride that I enjoyed the most was the spaceship one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was my favourite ride. What was yours?
I was gonna say Test Track.
Oh, I thought that's what you were gonna say.
I was gonna say Test Track.
Yeah, but what are you gonna say?
I think I'm still sticking with Test Track, but I did really appreciate the one you just said.
Oh, okay. It was those two that were my favourite.
Yeah.
As actual rides.
As an actual
But that's
ride,
not why you go to Epcot.
No.
Which we've now
realised.
Yeah. So what was your worst favourite ride?
Worst favourite?
Yeah, that's what we're going to do now. What was your worst favourite ride? Keep it positive.
What was the worst ride? My worst ride... Finding Nemo now.
Yeah, me too. It was a major disappointment in life. Or Figment.
Figment.
Ah. Thing with Figment is, it's like, at least they tried. They get a sticker for trying. There's like ideas there, there's concepts there. With Finding Nemo, there's none. There's literally...
It's lazy.
It's lazy. I still kind of enjoyed Finding Nemo. Kind of.
Because you love Finding Nemo.
Yeah,
you have a connection to it.
It was just a bunch of screens or projections, and it was there was no like magic involved.
So which one?
Finding Nemo, worst one.
Both said Finding Nemo.
So thank you kindly for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side.
Peace.
And carrots.
Yeah, I want to be a Saska Fruity Tooty too, just like you, Figment.
What's that laugh?